Hey team, real quick video here on the Amazon trade, to explain, how does it work and the intricacies of it. But first, I wanted to show you. I'm going to go back to this chart. This is the 15-minute QQQ that I sent a picture of earlier, and I did the video on it this morning, pointing out these exact levels. I mean, if you remember, I pointed out this level right here, and then the higher level of 345, saying that most likely it will, retest. It will test these levels, and then it will go down from there. So my first level was this one, where I pointed out in the picture in the group chat that it came to this point right here, and it fell back down again. When I was saying that I thought that this will be what would happen. So it did this, and then this is the upward trend line. It came right to this trend line right here, and then it bounced from there. It bounced from there right here, and then it retested it, and it took off to the next level, which is the one I had drawn right here. And this is kind of where it had stalled, and it's kind of retracing back a little bit. If it breaks here, then we really don't have another support level until probably here, and then again here. So we're looking at 343 to possibly 338. So that's a good, that's about 300 points on the market. If we break from here, then we could really take off and have, that's like 10 points. So that's probably going to be another 700 points, a couple of days of 300, 400 point moves, or gradually go up. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. I am playing myself currently right now. I think I have 80 long delta. So I'm pretty neutral with my hedges on the short side. In case we break down, my hedges will work. If we take off, my longs are going to work. I'll stop out of my hedges, take a small 2, 3, 5% loss at the most, but make about 10, 15% here. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So here is the Amazon trade. Okay, Amazon. I'm looking at a kind of resistance level right here. This, resistance here, 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 and most likely here. So, and then support somewhere around here, in this area here. So this will be somewhere around 3100, 3110, around this area, and then the bottom here will be 2790, 2740. It's a big range. It's a big ticket stock. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So here's the trade. Okay. So here's the trade. So I sold for a credit. Okay. I sold for a credit what's called a back ratio, which is a 1 and 2. So I sold 2 of the 2745 puts, okay, which is here, 2745. Around here somewhere, okay, and I bought 4 of the 2700 puts right here for support, for margin requirements to just kind of hedge myself over here. So that's what I did. Now selling that, I received $640. I sold it for $320. There were 2 of them. 320 times 2 is 640. That's how much I got. So I received in my account $640. Then this right here financed this right here. So then I went ahead and bought. So this is a bullish trade, okay? So then I went ahead and bought the Amazon butterfly. A butterfly is 1, 2, 1. Okay, it's 1, 2, 1. In other words, I'm buying 1. I'm buying the 3110. I'm selling 2. Okay, I'm selling 2 of the 3160. And I'm buying 1 of the 3210 calls. This butterfly cost me $620. Okay, so 3110 will be up here somewhere. So I'm thinking if we're gonna take off, Amazon could reach the 3110, 3100 area, but not much more than the 3160 area. So I have a 50 point, kind of range from 3110 to 3160. That's 50 points. So if Amazon goes all the way to, let's say, 3150 before Friday of March 4th, that's 40 points, right? That's a $4,000 transaction. So because I'm making 40 points here on 100, because every contract is 100. So on 100, quote unquote shares, which is one contract, it's $4,000. Now, what did this trade cost me? It cost me a credit of $20. So the market paid me $20. It's basically a free trade. The market paid me $20 to make a bet that Amazon is going to go above 310 by March 4th. If it doesn't, these two expire worthless, and no foul, no loss. Nothing happens. I make my $20. It's basically a free trade. Even if I would have paid $20, I'm paying $20 to probably potentially make 5,000, because the most I could make here is $5,000, which is from 3110 to 3160. That's really the backside, just kind of protection. The meat of the trade in a butterfly is the first two. You're buying one, you're selling two, you're buying one to cover the first one and get the credit on the middle one. So if Amazon tanks and it goes all the way down like 300 points, it's trading right now at how much? 3,000, 3,050. If it goes down to 2,750, around there, I have these puts here. So these suckers are going to go up. They're going to go up they're going to go up in value. I mean, 300 points, that, this is going to be probably worth like another like $5,000. So I have the potential to make $5,000 max. Most likely I'm going to close it if for some reason I get lucky and it goes, it goes up to like 3,100, another 100 points, 50 points on Monday or so. I'm probably going to be making about $2,000, $2,500. So I'm probably going to close it at $2,500. But I have the potential to make $5,000 this way if it goes up, about 7,000 or 8,000 if it goes down, because that's like 300 points. It has to go down for me to it has to go below 2,700 for me to start losing any kind of money. I'm sorry, the other way around. If it goes below 2,700, I make more, but if it goes up to 2,745, I'm good. These are going to go up in price, so my credit's going to be even greater. So I have the potential to make, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 on the downside, which is not likely. It's more likely that that's going to go up than down. But if it goes up, I'm maxing out at $5,000 from 3110 to 3160. I didn't pay anything. I got $20 for it. So I'm buying a transaction to potentially make 5,000, and they pay me $20 to do that. It's basically a free trade. That's the beauty of these trades. They don't require any margin at all, because you're getting this credit here with basically zero margin, and then you're buying it, which is like the cost is $620, but they paid you $640. So that's the beauty of this trade. Sorry nobody took it, but when I put these kind of trades on, most of the time, they're pretty heavy on the risk to reward ratios. All right, I hope that helps. Any further questions or clarifications on this? Don't hesitate to ask.